game. So let's start to unpack this game. And right, it's kind of what I said there. For a team that outshot the Capitals the entire time, the Oilers never really did feel like they were in control for getting the first goal in the game as well. Another topic, right, has been a big issue lately in the last 2 weeks, I'll say 14 days, has been the starts to hockey games, has been the first period. But hallelujah, the Oilers not only had a good first period, they had a lead in the first period. They quickly blew it. They dominated the shot category 10-3 in that one. And I did feel like it was the first time in several games I'd seen the Oilers have a solid first 20 minutes. They were throwing the body out there, getting the chances you mentioned in the offensive zone. Felt like they were winning the battles. And it's been a minute since we've seen them do that in the first period. I would put with that in the second period, I thought the Oilers were losing puck battles, were losing possession. But Zachary, thoughts on the start? It's been a big topic in Oil Country lately. Today they had a good first 20 on home ice.
Yeah, they absolutely did. I mean, I thought they played a good 60 on home ice, really. Yeah. But, to jump out and get that 1-0 lead 3 minutes into the game, that was great. Like, it felt like it was like a pace setter, I suppose, for the game, right? Unfortunately for the Oilers, they just couldn't find a way to score, 3 more goals tonight to really be able to win this one. So, Draisaitl, the early goal, that was great to see. Unfortunately, Tom Wilson gets one back 6 minutes later. What can you do? You're tied after one, right? And even, after the second period, down 2-1, like, it felt like the Oilers were in this game all night long. They were really only a bounce or two away from winning this game. And even if, I was just going to say, even if you look at the underlying numbers for this game, Boardsy, big numbers guy over here.
Shout out.
In all situations tonight, according to Natural Stat Trick, they generated 5.24 expected goals tonight. They generated at 5-on-5 alone, 4.7 expected goals tonight. They just ran into the best goaltender in the NHL right now in Logan Thompson. Like, what can you do? It's like you can't. I don't think you can be too upset about this loss.
I don't think you can. Logan Thompson came in with insane numbers on the season. He's lost in regulation this many times, 2 times this year. Kim come in 21-2-3. Now he's 22-2-3. But dude, he came in 925 save percentage, does even better. Throws down a 938 this evening, and he was all over it. And like you mentioned, the Oilers expected goals there. It felt like they just couldn't buy one. They couldn't get the extra one. And to be specific, felt like they were getting the chances, but not getting the second chances, the third chances, or even when there was scrambles in front of the net. Somehow, some way, Logan Thompson was finding a way to keep the puck out of the net, whether he was full eagle, spread from here to here, doesn't matter. He didn't even know where the puck was at points. He got thrown in to the back of his net at points, and he just kind of kept on competing. So you got to give credit to Logan Thompson. We talked on pre-gaming. This Caps team, this record coming out of nowhere. I don't think anyone expected this. And in an off-season full of pickups that they made, maybe the last 365 days, I'll say. Guys like, PLD, you had Sandine during the season and whatnot. But to get this goaltender for the price that they paid, 2 third-round picks to the Vegas Golden Knights is, I think, without a doubt, the biggest influence on why the Capitals are where they are, which, may I remind you, is tops of the entire NHL. They came in today 2 points above the Winnipeg Jets for top spot. With 2 games in hand, now gain another 2 points. The Capitals and Logan Thompson, Zach, they're for real.
Yeah, they are for real. I mean, I was really impressed with their game tonight. I mean, they played solid defensively. I think they did a good job of limiting the very high danger chances the Oilers had. The Oilers had some good looks, but it felt like Logan Thompson was there to kind of shut the door, right? And again, it really just feels like the Oilers kind of got goalied here tonight. Like, it really does to me. Could have they maybe played with a little bit more pace? Yeah, I guess. And I saw somebody in the chat said, like, it passes the numbers test, but not the eye test. I agree to a certain extent, but in the same breath, like, they were there. They had chances.
One of those pucks goes through in the last 2 minutes. We're singing a completely different tune.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, it didn't, so I get that. I'm living in fantasy world. I got to join reality, but tell you if Evan Bouchard could just get a puck through. But we'll get into that one a little bit later. Mentioned Logan Thompson. He had insane numbers tonight, and for the Oil dominating the shot category, I don't know if it was necessarily goalie, but he was without a doubt the biggest influence on this game. There you got to look at the numbers from NHL.com. Also, shouts out to producer Patrick Puff. Forgot to introduce him. We've also got intern Payton over here as well. But one more thing on the Caps, then I want to talk Stuart Skinner, is these Capitals, dude, they just got depth all over their lineup. It was something I noted on pre-gaming. They had 8 players, I think, with at least 30 points heading into this. A number